Welcome back to Bunny Designs. This is just a quick video to show how I draw my Derwent watercolor ink tints pencils. Now, I have both sets, and I bought these for my daughter because she did illustration and animation, and she loves the vibrancy of my ink tints blocks. But I thought these were more convenient in a watercolor. But mine, I can't do with having two sets about and not knowing where things are. So I put my 24 into this set. So really quickly, it took a long time. If you don't have this color guide, it takes you a while of faffing what colors go where because you can't really tell them. Now, luckily, because mine fell out, they've actually put these in a polythene over the top, because mine fell out and I had no idea what colors were what. So looking at this, I think that one's going to go first. Now you can nip these in, but the actual colors come out of the pans, so really it doesn't make any difference whether you nip these or not. So what I've done is put this over the top, so then when I close it, it will never flip over and I'll lose them out, so it makes it just a bit easier. So I've got the sun yellow first, and then I put the mango, and then I've gone to set 2 here. Oopsie. Oh my goodness, see, once they've come out, that's it. Right, so put those like that. So I now need tangerine. And then we've got a scarlet. And then we've got poppy red. And then we've got Elysian crimson, which this one's called fuchsia. So I've got fuchsia next. Then there's a purple. Where's the purple one? The purple is here. It's called plum, dark plum. Oh my goodness, that one goes. It must be that one. See, you cannot tell what that is, but that's the purple, the dark plum. So then we want, I've made a bit of a mess of these. So if I put these together, I think I'm going to put the ultramarine first. And then I'm going for the bright blue. And that's French ultramarine. So I've got a mild ultramarine, French ultramarine. I see I've mixed them up now. I don't know what they are. It doesn't matter, I suppose. You see, this is what happens. You get in a pickle. So I've got French ultramarine. So I should have a navy blue in here, which I have. So I'm going to put navy blue next. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And the 12th one would be turquoise. And that's the only difference, is I've got these two the wrong way around. That's the only difference. So that's the turquoise one. And then I've got sherbet lemon. Now I've put sherbet lemon as a green because if you look at it's a bit of a green. I suppose it's a lemon yellow, really. I suppose, isn't it? I don't think it's a lemon yellow. Oh, I could put it up there. I think I might do that for her. I'm going to slide those up. And I'm going to put, see, I thought it was more green. So then she wants a green. And then there's two greens here. there's teal green and racing green. And these two are greens as well. So that must be that way up. So we've got olive and Ionian green. These are really difficult greens. I don't think I'm going to do this again because I just get in a pickle. Racing green is a green. I think you just have to do a colour guide. And then she's got a burnt yellow ochre, a sepia, a natural brown, and then she wants sepia is a very dark brown, and what's that one now? That one's sepia, and then black and white. Now, I wasn't particularly precious with my pan sets here. She's never going to know what they are now. Never mind. We'll put that in here. And she's got this brush. You see, she uses it on watercolour, so it's fine for her. So she's got that set and she can make her own thing up. So I messed that up, but at least they're in there. Oh gosh. So they're in there now, and I can put these to one side. Get rid of the plastic. So now when she's got a sketchbook, this is a complete system for her. It seems to be a lot heavier than mine, but it's a newer one. But at least she's got, she needs to do a colour swatch for this because she'll never know what they are. It's so difficult to see these. So you do need a colour guide. Oh, hi, Dalla. I've only stopped on very quickly to do this bit of a switch, and then I made a pig's ear of it. But they're roughly in colour order, and she can do a colour swatch. I might just get some paper. So this is extra wet strength. And this is how I did mine. I've gone off folding things and doing things. So this is how I did mine. So I folded it in half, and I don't think there's any real point in I've lost my bone folder. I used to have loads of bone folders for making books. So I folded it in half, and then I folded it in half again, and I folded it in half again, and you need to make a good. I've been on earlier, and I'm going to do another quick touch and go. I've got something to do in about half an hour, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to colour this page with my touch and go system, but I'm going to use these paints. I'm going to use these Derwent Inktense pens, but I've been trying to do this since before Christmas, and I didn't manage to do it. So I gave my daughter these Christmas, and then I'd forgotten all about them. So what I'm going to do now is just fold this, and then I'll do a quick color swatch for her so she knows what they are. So if I do that one, there's 6 on there. And 6 on there. And then you fold this. So there's no measuring, it's just folding and creasing, because I've really gone off measuring and folding. So I've now should have 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Oh, I've got 16. So I need to fold that one to that one. And then I need to fold that one to that one to that one. And then I need to fold that one to that one. And all we're doing is just lining up some lines. Just a second, just lining up some lines. Yes, I know, I'm coming, I'm doing it in a second.
Have you got an old flannel, please?
Not on me, no. What was it for?
Okay.
Right.
I'm sorry, I just fallen. I just need something just to clear me.
What have you fallen? Where have you fallen?
Just down the garden.
Hi, sorry about that. Right. So we've got this 2, 4, 6 in the middle. I've made a boo-boo with that one, but never mind, 6. So if we put that one to the next little line, I'm going to keep it steady. Oh, I've done that wrong as well. It should have been that one. And then coming that way. Must be that one. Must be that one. I'm sure she can make another one if she wants. So that's there. So we take it to that one. So that should give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we've got 2 at the end, which is what I've got. So then what you do is you take a brush. Now I'm going to clean it because I've been using it and I've lost my sponge like that. So this is for hers, so I need to use her set really. So a little bit of colour. You don't need much. These are Inktense watercolours, but it gives you a bit of a idea what they will do. So the next one is that one. You do have to get a fair amount. So that's 4. So this is number 5. And unfortunately, because I dropped a boo-boo, I don't know what order they are. So that's the next one. I don't know what they're named, sorry, that's what I mean. That's the next one. And it's quite funny because I did exactly the same with mine. Dropped a boo-boo. And you really wouldn't have a clue what that one is at the end. It's like an indigo. And then you can see how vibrant they are. 1, 2, 3, number 4. Just need a little bit more to, because they are very, very strong. These are ink 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are extremely strong. So that one's Viridians. But again, you really got to show what it can do. So that's my Christmas present to Amy. But as I say, she's been using the inks blocks, but she's given me them back now. So I think I might actually redo mine, because I think that is more. You see, when you put that next to a green, it looks green, but when you put it next to a yellow, it looks yellow. So I think that is more like a lemon yellow, a sun yellow. Whereas when I did it, I wanted it as a Chinese green, but I think it holds itself better as a cool yellow, because we don't have a cool yellow because this one's warm. So that was a really quick. I am going to come back in a little. I found my sponge. Let's put it back in. I am going to come back in a little while. Oops. I'm going to come back in a little while and colour this season's in with my colours, but I'll have to go see hubby. He's just had a fall down the garden, so I'm just going to go see if he's all right. And I also have a telephone appointment from the hospital, so that's going to take a little while, but that's for my daughter, that I bought her for Christmas. So it was 50 for the two, but it was her main present. It was £50 for both sets, and I paid, I think these are about a 10 of these watercolor tins. It means that you've got a complete system. You've got your water brush. Now I've put the Derwent water brush that comes with the set. I've put it in there because it's fatter, and my daughter will use it on watercolor paper for sketching. I've got the Derwent #1 brush that I keep in my set because I use it for coloring. I use it on ordinary paper, and so you really need the Derwent #1 brush. But the beauty of it is that this will not fit in this set, so I've put it in here and it fits perfectly. So that means that I've got, again, a touch and go set. I've got my watercolor brush. I've got 24 very strong colors. And with this particular set, you can mix your colors because you've got your palettes. And so you've got literally thousands of colors here, not just 24, but they work really well on the touch and go system, which I will be showing in the next video, possibly in about an hour's time. So thanks guys for watching. I hope that made this a bit easier to understand. And again, if you look at these, it's a lovely set for any student. They are cheaper than £50 now. As I say, I panicked. Well, I didn't panic buy, but I had to get them for Christmas, and I couldn't go out. I haven't been out for ages, so I had to buy them online. They have come down in price, so rather than having the two sets to carry around, and again not really knowing what some of the colors are, I've put them in this Winsor & Newton set, which is you can pick up for about a tenner. And that 24 set, the two sets here, are really going to give you millions of colors, millions and trillions of colors. So it was just a quick thing to say that I'd rather have my 24 in here and it's a touch and go ready system for my daughter. She just needs a sketchbook. She does a lot of animation and sketching, so she can. It's wonderful, and they're very bright. She loves bright colors. She can tone them down to these lovely muted colors here. She can mix colors and water them down as well, because of course these have got the wells in them, 4 wells, washes, and she's got the option of just touch and go with this water brush. It'd be interesting to see how she likes that. If she can't get on with it, I'll give her my #1 brush, because she does like the Derwent brushes. And that's again where buying, instead of buying one, these sets here are about between £6 and £8 for the #1. But originally, and you can get them in a set of 3 for about £8 to £12. Buy the set of 3, because there might come a time that you might want to take this set and use it on this extra wet sketchbook paper or on watercolor paper, in which case the other 2 brushes that come in the set, the #2 and the #3, the #3 is a wedge. It's brilliant for doing a wash, and the 2 is thicker than this #1. So you've got three brushes that will really get on well. So I always say buy the 3, put the other 2 away, and put this in the for color books, because we want to keep them fairly dry, the pages, but keep the other 2 brushes, because you might then want to use this set and buy some sketchbook paper and some watercolor paper to do a few watercolors. So you can always progress on, and it's not much more for 3 brushes than 1, and I'm a bit of a tight Yorkshire lass. And we do have colour books that are on photocopy, that are on watercolour paper. When I bring my mushroom pages out, I'm hoping people will print them out on thicker paper, so they can do a lovely watercolour on them, not just colour them in with pencil and thinner things for thin pages. So it's always a good idea to buy the set of 3, unless you find a good deal. But normally it's only about quarter of the price to buy the 3 than it is the 1. So I hope that made sense, guys. Thanks for watching. I shall come back in about an hour. I've got a phone call about 4, but I must go see hubby's all right, because he's hit the concrete with his head. So I've got to go see if he's all right. I won't be giving him the kiss of life, because we're social distancing. But I shall blow him a kiss. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by, and I should return. The next video will be this set, the touch and go, with the colour book, which I have not got in my hand. Put it somewhere. Oh, here it is. So it's the Hannah Carlson Seasons in the touch and go system, because they are very vibrant, and you can get some spectacular results with just these colours. Thanks for watching.